In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make a quinoa salad with chickpeas, which is great for weight loss. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy this. Let's do this. Let's go. Okay, so we have here one whole tin of chickpeas, which have been drained, as you can see in the bowl there. We've got one bunch of fresh coriander, 4 to 5 green chilies. Now bear in mind, if you're going to be using hot chilies, then you might want to tone it down as it will be pretty hot. But again, it depends on the tolerance of heat that you can take. We've got one whole onion there as well, which has been sliced and diced. And we've got half a lemon there, as you can see, we'll be using. And table salt, again, depending on how much table salt you want, the less the better, because of course it contains sodium, which is not so great for you, so you want to try and use as less as possible. Okay, so we have here 2 tomatoes that have been chopped up, half a green pepper that's also been chopped up, 1 whole red pepper that's been chopped up, and also 1 whole yellow pepper that's been chopped up as well. And we're also going to be using about a tablespoon of olive oil. We might be using slightly more, slightly less, again, depending on you, but try and use as less as possible. Okay, so this is 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water. And by the way, I didn't mention that this recipe serves about 4 people, and I've just literally put this in the pan right now. Okay, so this is now on about medium to high heat, and it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes to cook. Okay, next in a separate pan, we're going to be putting the onions in there. And of course, you put the olive oil first before you put the onions in. And we're going to leave that for about 2 minutes for it just to soften. Next, we put in all the peppers into the pan. And we're going to leave that there for about a couple of minutes. Okay, so we'll be putting in the tomatoes now. All of that in there. And also what we're going to be putting in as well. So we're going to be putting in the chilies all in one go. And also we're going to be putting in all of the chickpeas. And all of that combined, we'll be putting that cooking for about 1 to 2 minutes. Next we put in the table salt, which is about half a tablespoon we put in there. Again, depending on your taste. And we're just going to mix that up just to make sure it captures all the flavour, and that's it. Okay, so now we're putting in the coriander, which is going to be into a tray, as you can see there. Followed by some olive oil, which is going to be about 2 tablespoons, but again, it's down to your choice and taste. Then we're going to be squeezing the lemon into it as well, a whole lemon, thoroughly squeezed. Going back onto the pan that we can see here. Now, at this point, we have not added any of the coriander in the tray that you've seen previously. I'm just here to show you what it looks like. Going back to the tray that we already put the coriander in, we're just putting in some table salt, again, depending on your taste, and just mixing everything all up together. Okay, so we're now going to add in the quinoa that we'd already made before. Ideally, what we want to do is wait for the quinoa to cool down, but due to time constraints, we've actually just put it straight into the pan. And all we're going to do now, after we've emptied out all the contents, is we're going to mix it all up. Okay, so now we're going to be mixing everything in together, as I mentioned before. Thoroughly mixing everything in with the coriander, the olive oil, with the quinoa. We're also going to be waiting for the vegetables for it to cool down for about 5 minutes. So next we're going to be putting in all the contents of the vegetables, everything in there. And then we will be mixing in the vegetables with the quinoa and the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so yeah, so just giving it a thorough mix up. I love this part, I really do. But do mind, it is quite hot still, so just be careful. And just give it a nice, good mix up with your hands. There you have it, a lovely healthy quinoa salad, one of my favourites. If you can please do us a favour, please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, as I'm going to be bringing in more recipes and lots of other life-changing content which will be really good for your emotional, mental and physical well-being. So until then, speak again soon.